When you're thinking about this driving force that led you to be working on the memoir, how do you balance what you feel like you need therapeutically as a writer and what you want to deliver to the readers of that memoir?
Yeah. So I'm still very much at the first draft stage. I've really only written the first draft of it and a proposal. I have written a proposal, but I pulled that proposal out of the first draft. And that I purely, well, I'm already second guessing myself as I say that. I essentially wrote what I needed to write, but with an eye to just a couple of things like what is the theme? Like the memoir coach I was working with, she was very good about being like, what is this book about? What is this book about in one sentence? And then whenever I would write something, she would say, is this story really about what this book is about? Like, is this really on your theme? And if it wasn't, she would direct me back to writing about what the book was about. And so I found it's interesting in that way. I tried to find the sweet spot where it was both of those things. Because for me, what the book was really about is the same thing as what I really needed, why I needed to write it, because I was trying to make sense of how I had changed. I knew I had changed, but I didn't really know how. Like I couldn't articulate how I had changed. I just knew I had. I knew I valued the moment to moments more. I knew that I was much more in touch with my emotions. Like I knew that I felt sad a lot more often, but that it wasn't a bad thing. It was like, well, the sadness I'm feeling is about the fact that there's loss in me and around me all the time. Like even as my son gets older and there are all these happy milestones he's reaching, like it's because his childhood is ending and then it's going to be over and then I'm going to be over and that's sad. And it was
Yeah.
never not true before, but before I think I functioned by trying to pretend that wasn't true.